Hey, welcome to this video. This is going to be my League 2 Week 1 predictions. What do I think is going to happen in League 2 this coming weekend? It kicks off on Saturday, and it doesn't feel like there's been about 2 or 3 months off, does it? But it has, and the first round of games starts on Saturday. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the games and my prediction for each and every one of them. And then at the end of this video, I want you guys to tell me, any League 2 fans, I want you to tell me what you think your predictions for the game is going to be. So, without further ado, let's get with it. So, the first game, Accrington Stanley up against Newport County. Accrington coming down from League 1. I think they'll enjoy starting their campaign at home. Newport, I said this in my table preview, that they just don't seem, I'm not that impressed by them, and I think it's going to be a difficult season for Newport County. Accrington, obviously they're going to want to try and bounce back. I think all clubs are going to want to. But I think, I'm going to edge this just towards Accrington. I'm going to say Accrington Stanley 2, Newport County 0 in this one. I just, like I said, I don't see it in Newport, but there we go. In the second match of the first round of games is Colchester United against Swindon Town. Now, Swindon haven't had a very productive summer. I think they've only signed 5 signings up till now. Colchester, they've been a bit of free fall. They're going to be wanting a better season than last. I've put them to not do so well. But Colchester is a difficult place to go to. This is actually a difficult one to call, in my honest opinion. I'm going to go for a narrow Swindon win. Colchester United 1, Swindon 2. I just think Swindon will just about have enough to get past Colchester United. So it's Colchester 1, Swindon 2 for me. Now we move on to the third game, which is Crawley Town up against Bradford City. Crawley, one of the favourites for relegation this season, against one of the promotion favourites. Crawley have lost a lot of their big hitters this summer. It's surprising how they've done that. They have bought Danilo Walsien from Grimsby. They've bought 1 or 2 decent signings in. But with Bradford's strength in what they've got, I can't say anything other than a Bradford win. So much so I'm going to go Crawley Town 0, Bradford City 3. I just think Bradford will have too much for Crawley. And, perfect start, I believe, for the Bantams. Fourth game will be Crewe Alexandra up against Mansfield Town. This is not an easy game for Mansfield, this. Crewe can be a very, very difficult team to play, and if they can get their home form right and make their home stadium a bit of a fortress, Crewe could be difficult to go to. I'm actually going to go for a draw here. I'm going to go for Crewe Alexandra 2, Mansfield Town 2. I can see a lot of goals coming in the first weekend, but Mansfield don't want to put down an early stamp of approval of themselves. Crewe obviously going to want to start well. I think they could surprise a few people at Mansfield, against Mansfield. So I'm going to go Crewe 2, Mansfield 2. Next we have Doncaster Rovers up against Harrogate Town. Again, Doncaster Rovers are now under Grant McCann. Harrogate, they're in their 3rd season in the Football League, which for them is a great achievement. And going to Doncaster on the opening weekend. That is not easy for them to do. And maybe if it had been at home, I would probably have fancied Harrogate to get a result. But with the enthusiasm that there is around Doncaster at the moment, and with Grant McCann there, I'm gonna go for a Doncaster Rovers win on the opening weekend. I'm going to go Doncaster Rovers 3, Harrogate Town 0. Sorry, Harrogate. I just think Doncaster will start with a bang, and I do believe that. Next, newly relegated Forest Green Rovers host, I believe, what will be playoff / promotion chasing Salford City. Forest Green, what are they at the moment? To be honest, I wouldn't say they look a mess, but they look like they've got no real direction as to where they're going to go. Salford are tough customers for the first team to go to the Lawn. I do fancy Salford to come away with a win here, maybe narrowly. I'm gonna go Forest Green Rovers 1, Salford City 2. I think Salford will start the season as they mean to go on, I'm sure. I didn't say I'd mention this game, but I'm going to keep mentioning it. I'm going to mention this as well. It's my side, Grimsby Town. I have already done a preview for that game. If you want to go and look at that, it's on my channel. Between Grimsby Town and Wimbledon. Grimsby have bought really well over the summer. They've bought the likes of Danny Rose in, Charles Burnham, Abuisa, Toby Malarkey. A lot of top targets that Grimsby wanted over the summer. Wimbledon have kind of they've kind of reevaluated and tried to build obviously a better squad than what they had last year. But if you have seen my prediction for that game, I'll give it to you here as well. I've gone Grimsby Town 3, AFC Wimbledon 1. I do see the Mariners conceding, but I just think with the attacking prowess that they have got, I just think they'll have too much for Wimbledon. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. Next, it's Morecambe up against Walsall. And well, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. What is going on at Morecambe seems to be a bit of a mess, really. Morecambe, they look unprepared. They've had pre-season games called off because they can't field teams. They just look a mess. They brought a few players in, but they just... I worry for Morecambe, and I think this is probably the perfect match for Walsall to start their season off, and I think Walsall will get it, and so much so I'm going to go for the Saddlers to pick up their first win of the League Two campaign. I'm going to go for Morecambe 0, Walsall 2. I think it could be Danny Johnson brace as well, but they've also got Isaac Hutchinson, who they had last year. They've got Jammer as well. And I do fancy them to get a comfortable win at Morecambe, really. Sorry, Morecambe fans, but the way their pre-season has gone, Walsall are far more prepared. I think they're far more dangerous. So 2-0 for me for the Saddlers at Morecambe. Next, Stockport County up against Gillingham. Wow. As an opening day fixture, there's a couple of wows, really. This is one of them. Stockport County missed out on the playoff final last season to Carlisle. Gillingham, as I said in my table prediction, the second half of the season, they were absolutely extraordinary. And I see this one being quite tight, but I do see goals in it as well. I'm going to really stick my neck out here. I'm going to go for a draw here. it's one of these that's either going to have, again, hardly any goals or most. I'm going to say there's going to be some goals here. I'm going to go for a 3-3 draw between Stockport County and Gillingham. The quality that Gillingham have brought in, the quality that Stockport have still got, it could be who's got the best defence. But for me, I'm going to go for Stockport County 3, Gillingham 3. Next, Sutton United host newly promoted Notts County. Notts County having that phenomenal season last season in the National League, going second to Wrexham. I think we're 107 points. Absolutely ridiculous. They're going to Sutton on the opening day. Now this could be a culture shock for them, but you don't know really. I mean, it's a very, very difficult game. Sutton isn't an easy place to go to. Obviously, Notts County got Macaulay Langstaff. They've got David McGoldrick. I fancy Notts County to get an opening day win. I really do. I think Notts County will win this game against Sutton quite comfortably. I'm going to go Sutton United 0, Notts County 2. Obviously, they're going to want Macaulay Langstaff to start. Obviously, Sutton have got Craig Klein, a couple of other decent players, but I just think Notts County will be riding that wave early on, and I think they'll get the 3 points at Sutton. Next, Tranmere Rovers host Barrow. What a tie this is! I mean, Barrow had a fantastic season last season. Tranmere, solid season while not being extraordinary. This is a difficult game, this. Tranmere Rovers, I think, to be honest, I think they got one of the best players they could have done, which was, I think they landed, they've got Connor Jennings back, but also, I think it was Christian Dennis as well. Cracking signing for them from Carlisle. I think that will just get them over the line against Barrow. Barrow, you can't underestimate Barrow, but I'm going to go for Tranmere Rovers 2, Barrow 1 in this one. I think just home advantage will just help Tranmere over the line. And now the final game of the weekend is probably the biggest outside of Stockport and Gillingham. Wrexham host the MK Dons. Now Wrexham obviously they're led by Phil Parkinson and of course Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds. They are Hollywood FC as people are calling them. This isn't an easy start for them though. I mean, Wrexham have had a phenomenal last couple of years really, since Rob and Ryan took over in 2021. They're finally back in the league after 15 years. But the MK Dons, they're not going to be any pushovers. I mean, Graham Alexander is their manager, and it's probably one of the games that Wrexham would have not really been wanting, considering losing Paul Mullin during the US tour. Wrexham have got a lot of quality. Do you know what? I'm probably going to get a lot of Wrexham fans give me a bit of heat here. I'm going to go for the MK Dons to nick this. It's gonna be close. I do think it'll be close. I don't think this is gonna be a gimme. I'm gonna go MK Dons to win this 2-1 against Wrexham. Because I just I think maybe losing Paul Mullin might affect them a little bit, because there's no doubt with Paul Mullin you guarantee goals with Paul in the side. The fact they don't have him there for the first few weeks. I'll be wondering how it affects Wrexham and their psyche. So I'm just going to give the edge to the MK Dons, but it's only just because of Wrexham's home record in the last couple of years is insane. But you know what? I like sometimes going against the grain, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go Wrexham 1, the MK Dons 2. And they are my predictions for the opening day of League 2 on Saturday. If you are going to any of the games at the weekend, do enjoy them. The football season is back, people. It actually starts on Friday night with the EFL Championship game between Sheffield Wednesday and Southampton. So enjoy that. But if you are going to any of the League 2 games this weekend, leave me your thoughts. If you're a fan of any of the clubs, leave me your thoughts and tell me what you think the results are going to be. Do you think I'm being a bit harsh on Wrexham, saying they'll lose on the opening day? Do you think I'm right with the Gillingham and Stockport result? Will it be a draw? Will there be loads of goals? Will there not be as many goals as you think? Let me know down below. Please do like. Please do share. Please do subscribe. Please do give me some love. And I will see you guys very soon with another video. Take care, guys. If you go into a game at the weekend, enjoy it. I'll be at Blundell Park. So if anyone sees me at the Grimsby game, please do come and say hello. In the meantime, guys, I will see you soon with another video. Bye-bye for now, guys. Ta-da.